Awesome. They can do that fast.
Oh, you're fine.
Welcome all again for the second group of Team Baby Elephant. And before I can introduce them to you, if there are still more questions, I'm very ready to respond to them. So just lift up your hand give me a shout and respond to your question. Any question? Well, if there are no more questions, I think we can continue now. Let me start with the oldest elephant in the group, the one right in the middle.
I'm so glad we got to
Her
come
name
here.
is Morera. She is over 5 years old. She became an orphan when she was approximately 2 years old, rescued from Meru National Park. This elephant was trapped up in a snare which had poison spikes. Stepping over these poison spikes, she was left wounded, both of her hind legs. Additional to that, the right hind leg was left broken. It was too complicated for us to treat her immediately and set her free. This was that we had to run an X-ray before an operation would have taken place. But being that we didn't have an X-ray machine in the country which would perform in elephants, at the same time, all the X-ray machines that we had in the country, they were stationed in hospitals. So the elephant would have not been taken to a hospital for the X-ray plus the operation. We had to go on looking for an X-ray machine that was digital. We managed to get one in the United States of America. But by the time this machine got into the nursery, it was after like 8 months. The elephant had started healing naturally. We didn't want to do the natural healing. This is why we decided not to operate the leg, but just give her more time to see if the leg would heal completely. It is healing because before she wouldn't put any support on that leg. She was ever on 3 legs. But after those 8 months, she was putting some weight on that leg. And she can as well run at the moment, which means that healing is still taking on well, and we will give her more time to heal completely before we can send her back into the world. So she is the oldest female elephant that we have in the nursery at the age of 5 years old. The other elephant, the second biggest in the group, very close to her, an elephant by the name of Sonche. She's about 3.5 years old. Her best friend. She also lives on her right hind leg. She has a swelling on this leg. This swelling, we suspect that it might have been caused by the poachers who killed her mother. Her mother had been killed by poachers when she was about 1 year old. This was in Kalana, within Savo Conservation Area. So this knee, because she's walking on that leg well without any difficulties, we do not see any need of operating the leg. We are not very sure if there is anything in that knee, but since she's using it well, we can't be operating her. They're very great friends with Brera, and we suspect the two might be leaving the nursery at the same time. After Sonche and Brera, in front of me, the one holding a branch by his trunk, an elephant by the name of Orwa, who is our oldest boy in the nursery, is about 3 years old. He became an orphan when he was about 10 months old. His mother had been killed by poachers within South Turkana Game Reserve. At the age of 3 years old, doing so well. Close to the two, the small one, an elephant by the name of Uria, is about 2 years old. He became an orphan when he was about a year old. His mother, suspected to have been killed by poachers, is the most greedy one in the nursery. Then at the far end, close to the keeper, there is an elephant by the name of Teleki, who is our second oldest boy at the age of 3 years old. He became an orphan when he was only a year old, separated from his family by human beings. This was within Mount Kenya. He was left wounded. He had a very big wound on the shoulders, of which we suspected that it had been caused by machete. We managed to treat it, recovered, the baby doing fine at the age of 3 years old. In the group, we also have another elephant close to the line, close to the visitors on the line, to the keeper, an elephant by the name of Delion, who is about 3 years old. He became an orphan at the age of a year old. His mother suspected to have been killed by poachers. Standing close or facing the water hole, an elephant by the name of Zongoloni, who became an orphan a few months ago. Her mother was shot by poachers, identified, treated, set free. But after 2 weeks, the baby was found standing very close to the mother, who was lying on the ground, very weak, unable to walk, move around, to go get food for herself, and also provide milk for the baby. The baby wouldn't have survived, as well as the mother. So the solution was to go to town the mother to rescue the calf in the nursery. She was even found trying to drink the mother's urine. So at that age of about